Hey guys, Kibble the Strategist here, and today we are playing Deceived. This is a horror map, or rather a psychological horror map, on mcpedl.com. And I'll leave a link down to it in the description if you guys want to go play it. It's a little dated, just so you know, so it might not work properly, or a few things might be broken, but so far, it should work just fine. I was able to download it at least. A lot of horror maps nowadays are harder to download. Also, I just got the preview for the next Minecraft update, and so far it's looking pretty good. They're adding everything they've shown in, as well as the copper golem. Yeah, they're adding that in. The spawning for it is not done yet, but it will be. But it should be done by the time it fully drops, which is good because that means we'll have more things to look at. Also, more armor as well, which is also good. The last armor that was added into Minecraft was the netherite, I believe. And it was a really good armor set. It accomplished what it was trying to do. So I hope Copper can live up to the hype. It's supposed to be between iron and stone, I believe, which makes sense. That actually makes sense. Because if you look at human progression in the actual real life world, you'll see that it didn't go from Stone Age to Iron Age. It went from Stone Age to Bronze Age to Iron Age, which Bronze Age is when we use things like copper and everything else. So having it so we use copper before iron actually makes sense. And I can actually see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so, yes, you can mine iron with stone tools, but you can also mine it much faster with copper tools, which makes sense. Copper tools were known to work better than stone tools when trying to basically get iron. Though it didn't fully help much, it was actually much quicker to use iron tools to get iron, or an equivalent metal to iron, which is not easy to find. Like, finding equivalent materials is not easy. But yeah, so far the update's looking good. The only bad side about it is the lava chicken disc, because that is just a meme they added in. I don't know why they're adding in memes. Like, no one asked for that. But yeah, they're adding in the copper golem, which is good. That is an actual plus. And from what I can tell, it will have a different function than what it did in the mob vote. Because in the mob vote, it just pressed buttons randomly. But in this update, it actually just sorts through chests. Like, it will take from a copper chest and put it into a normal chest, which is a good thing. Because if you are basically trying to sort stuff, you can use it as a way to sort things. Now keep in mind, in the beta, it's having a little bit of an issue with sorting. Basically, every time it sorts, it basically has a tendency to skip a chest or not look in a chest, even though that chest could have the item inside it that it's looking for. And it's not fully implemented yet. It's not ready, but it is close to being ready. They are implementing the final touches, so to speak, which is good. That is actually very good in terms of updates. And it is very telling. I haven't figured out how they plan on summoning it, because in the thing they showed that it was a pumpkin on top of a copper block, but in this it's not fully shown how it works, so they could have changed it. If they did, then people will have to figure that out. But until then, it should be good to go. Also, yes, the copper chests do have different variants. There's a whole slew of different variants of chests now. It's called the copper chests. And also we are talking to our father in this area. But yeah, the copper chest has different variants. It has basically all of the variants you would expect from a copper item. So it has like copper, it has the normal copper chest. It has the slightly weathered copper chest, the weathered copper chest, and the oxidized copper chest. And it also has the waxed variants as well, so you can see that. Another thing I noticed is they're adding in copper nuggets, which kind of looks like chicken nuggets, not gonna lie. They look like chicken nuggets. More so than the gold nuggets do. And they're actually very different than the normal nuggets that you would see, because the iron and gold nuggets are just rotated versions of each other. But the copper nugget is not. It's not a rotated version. It is basically something else entirely. It looks more like a shard of something than an actual nugget, which is interesting to me, because if it's meant to be a nugget, why doesn't it look like one of the nuggets? Why does it look like a shard? Like, it looks like a shard of copper, basically. Also, the copper armor is supposed to be better than leather, and hopefully chain, I believe. Because chain is supposed to be like the stone variant of armor, I guess you would say. So, yeah. Also, the reason we go in here is to clean ourselves. Here's my skin, by the way. I'm a girl now. Deal with it. I owe you people no explanation whatsoever. But so far, this has been an interesting update. Or at least an interesting preview to the update. Because I have not seen copper like items in Minecraft before outside of certain mod packs and add-ons. But having it directly inside the game actually adds a lot of character, and it's actually not a bad update either. Like, it mostly adds in like pretty good things. Like, you basically get a new companion, a new golem, and several new chests, which they haven't added any new chests in since the ender chest. Like, the ender chest was the last chest they added in to the game entirely, which is interesting to me. Like, I thought the ender chest was going to be the last chest they added in back in the day, but apparently not. They added in the entire copper chest set, which is interesting. Because you don't necessarily add in an entire chest set without adding in a golem as well, I guess. Also, the copper golem will spawn with the copper chest. So you don't need to make a copper chest before making the copper golem. You just need copper, which is good. So it very much takes 1 copper to make a golem. A copper golem. Which is interesting, because it's the only chest that takes 1 ingot to make. I don't know what that says about the copper golem, but that's incredibly interesting. That means it's either not entirely made out of copper, or it's not necessarily a solid copper thing. Like, it's not solid copper. There's something inside it. Which, we know there are, like, pretty much something inside every golem. Like, there's something inside the, snow golem. There's snow inside the golem. Like, it takes 2 blocks to make a snow golem. It takes, I believe, 4 blocks to make an iron golem. As well. So, having it only take 1 ingot to make a copper golem is very weird. Like, at least change it so, like, to make a copper chest, you need, like, 8 copper blocks. Because that would make sense a little bit. Because, A, you can just say, like, oh, it transmuted the copper block into a freaking chest or something. I don't know. Like, the science behind the copper golem is very weird, is what I'm trying to say. And so far, by the way, the story for this is we are a child, and our mother and little brother died in a car crash some months ago, prior to the story. And our father has been hauled up in his room ever since, only coming out to eat when we are asleep, or to go into the basement when we are not around. Basically, he doesn't come out much. And when he does, it's to basically go into another room. Or to avoid us. Don't know why, like, he's avoiding us. That doesn't make much sense. I kind of forgot the story. I have played this before on my channel, but it was a long time ago, and I've forgotten the story. Sorry. Kind of dehydrated. I have a mask on, remember, people? Like, there's a mask on. I can't necessarily breathe out of it, out of the mask, so I'm kind of just stuck here breathing in my own, like, air, I guess. Like, I can't smell my breath, so... But, yeah, the air, isn't very good, because I have a warm breath. Basically, it's warm. Like, in normal heat, in, like, the winter, that may be good, but, right now, it is not. That is not good. Because it means my entire lower half of my face is sweating. And that's not good. I'm gonna get zits. We don't like that. Let's see. Looks like we're having a dream about the car crash. That looks like a car crashed, so that might be where we ended up losing our parents. Or our mom and dad. Or not mom and dad, but our mother and brother. Which, if so, rest in peace. We can't go forward, so... Where does it want us to go? Does it want us to stop at the car crash? It's weird. Day 3. Get washed, and I just walked into the closet. I didn't mean to walk into the closet. Let's close the door so our dad doesn't see us showering. I highly doubt he wants to see his daughter showering right now. So, as you can see, I have a new skin. It is a girl skin, so deal with it. This is my new skin going forward, so either live with it or don't. It's up to you. Let's see. There's not much. We got some stuff. Okay, so we can't do anything there. Let's try and go in here. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Not much. Usually there's environmental things, but so far there is nothing environmental here. Except for that. You start talking. Basically, right now we're just talking about our house and how, like, it's so bleak and monotone. And also flowers for some reason. I like flowers. Like, don't get me wrong, I love gardening. It's the one thing that my freaking guardians actually shared with me is the beauty of gardening. Basically, I like to garden. Yay. I believe my proudest achievement was growing a small tomato into what looked to be a summer tomato. It was not supposed to be that big, just so you know. Like, the tomatoes were not supposed to be that big. I believe they were like cherry tomatoes, and it grew into like the size of a summer tomato. Which is insane. It was the only tomato that grew like that too. I don't know why it did that. I believe we chopped up and put on some salads or something. Can't remember what we did with it. Okay, so our dad's not here from the looks of it. Why isn't our dad here? It makes no sense. From the looks of it, he hasn't been here for days. In the basement? He's not answering, so either he's not home or he's not alive. Like, he's in the basement dead. Which, if so, then we're kind of screwed. Also, why are we nauseous? Are we that anxious to lose our parent? Like, personally, if it was me, I wouldn't care if I lost my dad. Like, my dad's a bastard. Just flat out. I don't like my father. My mom does not like my father either. Neither does my older sister. Like, we... Pretty much, from what I can guess, is we all don't like our father. I don't know my older brother's, like, take on our father. But so far, none of us like our... none of my siblings like our dad. basically, from what I could tell. So my brother wasn't always the brightest, so he might not share the same opinion. But for me personally, I do not like him. For basically a multitude of reasons. The main one being he is abusive. Basically, he would constantly put others down. Basically telling them they're worthless or they're not good enough or they'll never beat him in something. Even when they weren't being competitive. Like, it wasn't supposed to be competitive, it was supposed to be fun, yet he would somehow turn it competitive. Not to mention he was incredibly petty. Like, you do something, he will hold a grudge against you. Even if it's the smallest thing, he will hold a grudge against you. Which, frankly, is kind of stupid. And I'm looking for these, by the way. The lanterns. Because each time we go near a lantern, it gives us a new message on the action bar. And with every message on the action bar, we progress the story. And so far, I do not like the things it is talking about right now. I really don't. Because, A, these are not good things to say about someone. Okay, we seem to have gone out and into some doors. Also, we are nearing the end. I just saw the time. We are well past 20 minutes. So I'm going to have to end it here in the room. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!